All right, Lakers are on fire. They're absolutely rolling out there. They've won 9 games in a row. They've only lost one game all of March, and that one's right here to the Nuggets. They lost 120 to 113, and people are starting to talk about the Lakers as possible championship contenders. And and yeah, man, I guess you can throw them in the conversation. We'll kind of get through some stuff and then we'll see where we think they are as far as being championship contenders goes. But, I think OKC and San Antonio are kind of a tier above everyone else. Then you have, I guess, LA and Denver. Maybe they're around the same tier, like right beneath San Antonio and OKC. And then, Houston and Minnesota, these other teams maybe come in underneath Los Angeles. We'll get to that later, though. We'll just kind of appreciate how awesome this month has been for them and just how awesome they've been lately. But yeah, they've had the one loss in March. They've won all the rest of their games in March. That loss was to Denver. They only lost by 7 points. No moral victories. Fuck yeah, guys. We kept the game close. We don't do that, but they did it. They did give a good effort against Denver. And then forgetting about the Denver game, I mean, they beat New York this month. They beat the Timberwolves. They have beat Denver as well, so they redeemed themselves. They beat Houston twice. I don't consider Houston a serious championship contender. They have all these pieces. Fred VanVleet goes out. That really killed them. And then Kevin Dickerson, Durant, his burner account comes out and he's just trashing all of his teammates and he's just a snake in the grass. You're not going to win championships with Kevin Durant as your leader. Anyway, I'm off subject, but Lakers have had some amazing wins so far in this past month. Another thing, too, they've won 9 in a row. They've won 12, yeah, 12 of their last 13 games they've won. So they've been absolutely fucking on fire. They've been amazing out there. Luka, someone was telling me about Luka. He picked up his 15th technical foul. Once you get your 16th technical foul, you do get suspended for 1 game. Luka picked up his 16th technical foul yesterday. Now, the news came out today. It did get rescinded. It was kind of a ticky-tack, kind of like a bullshit technical foul. I'm not a Lakers fan, but they rightfully rescinded that one. It was him and forget the name, some dude from the Magic, I want to say. They're just talking shit back and forth, and it gets rescinded. So that's good to see Luka doesn't get suspended. Back to my point, though, someone was telling me that's the best thing that's happened to Luka all season long was getting his 15th technical foul, because now he kind of has to walk that straight and narrow line. He can't be complaining to refs all the time, and it kind of forces him to just play basketball, which he's awesome at. He doesn't have to flop and foul bait as much as he does. But, once he got that 15 technical foul, he just said, all right, I'm going to go out there. I'm going to play basketball. I'm going to get hoops. I'm not going to be trying to draw fouls because whether it is or isn't a foul, if the official doesn't call it or misses the call, then Luka gets into it with the officials. Basically, the point someone made to me was since Luka picked up his 15 tech, he's been playing great. He hasn't been complaining to the officials really at all, and that was a really good point. Luka, though, he's been absolutely just fucking stupid out there. In the month of March, if y'all see right down here, he's averaging 37 points per game in the month of March right here. So yeah, 36.8 points per game. His last few games, he's done 33, 60, 40, 36, 30, 51, 31, 35, and 44 points. He's just been absolutely crazy out there again. With him getting that 15 technical foul, he just all locked in on playing basketball, to be honest. He's shooting 49% from the field for the month of March. He's basically 40%. He's 39.5% from three. So we'll give him the 40% from three. For for the totality of February, he shot 41% from three throughout the month of February. And then in February, he was averaging 27 points per game. So pretty much like a 2 month sample size. It's a good sample size. Luka's got himself up again, basically to 40% from three. He's not a 40% 3-point shooter. He's probably something like maybe 37 or 38% for his average. He People were complaining about Luka's turnovers and stuff like that earlier in the season. They're complaining about him flopping. He still misses Dallas, whatever it was. people are making the point to me as well. Luka's just missing threes. He was taking a lot of tough step back threes. He wasn't looking like himself in the mid range area. When he was in Dallas, he was kind of bully his way into the paint and just finish really efficiently in the mid range area and just attack downhill way more than he was earlier in this season. He started off shooting a lot of threes. He was shooting really poorly from three to start the season the first few months. Myself and other people were thinking he's going to eventually start knocking down threes because he was like shooting 33, 32%. It was just terrible to start the season. And now, again, these past 2 months, he's basically at 40% from three. So, again, he's not going to shoot 40%. He's not a 40% three-point shooter, but he might get hot for a playoff series and fucking shoot 40% for 5 games in a row and be able to get the Lakers through a playoff series if it's the right matchup. So I want to give my props to Luka. I'm a Spurs fan. I don't like the Lakers. That's kind of needless to say. Lakers fans probably hate me and my team as well, and it's been like that as long as I can remember. But I do want to give Luka his props. His scoring has been crazy all season. His three-point shot is looking good again. And main thing, he's not complaining to the refs. And I love to see that because Luka's game, kind of like SGA, they both have really beautiful games to watch when they're just focused on getting buckets, but when the flopping gets started, it can kind of get a little ugly to watch. But Luka's been just amazing this whole month. Again, the Lakers have only lost one game in the entire month of March. Moving on to the standings, though, this is where we have like 12 games left in the season. For the Lakers, they're at 71 games. So, yeah, they have 11 games left to play. We're close enough to the end of the season where teams are starting to kind of leverage themselves and try to get themselves into a seed to get a favorable matchup for themselves in the first round. OKC and San Antonio are basically locked in. Again, I'm a Spurs fan. Maybe the Spurs walk down OKC, but I really, really doubt it. OKC's won 10 games in a row, and they'd have to lose. They'd have to lose three of their last 11 games, and it's just not going to happen, dude. I really don't think it's going to happen. So it'll probably be OKC and San Antonio at the number 1 and 2 seed. I don't think LA. I don't think they can beat either one of those teams, to be honest with you. If they did, it would just be like a godlike performance for Luka Doncic. To the Lakers as a whole team, really quick, Austin Reeves is back and healthy. He's been looking great out there as a secondary playmaker. LeBron James can be the secondary playmaker on certain nights, but he's basically just turned into just the ultimate glue guy. Y'all need me to rebound today. Y'all need me to set screens. Y'all need me to be the roll man and play make out of pick and rolls like a Draymond Green on steroids with an even higher basketball IQ, which is saying a lot because Draymond Green has a crazy basketball IQ. But LeBron just turned himself into just the ultimate glue guy. It was a couple nights ago. I want to say he was 12 for 13 from the field. He dropped like 30 points. So LeBron's probably not going to average 30 points through an entire playoff series. But could he get hot for 2 or 3 games and win you some games? I still think he can. And even if it's not the scoring side of things, just what LeBron can do as a playmaker, he gets everyone in the right place on offense. And he's just still kind of the ultimate floor general. But the Lakers, they're in the 3 seed right now. So they played the 6th seed. They played Minnesota in the first round right now. And I don't know if you're a Lakers fan. Let me know how y'all feel about that. I would probably, I'd pick the Lakers to win, and I hate the Lakers, to be honest. I would pick the Lakers to probably win that series. Anthony Edwards is incredible. They're missing Nikhil Alexander-Walker. I think they're going to miss him really, really bad in the playoffs with everything he did for them, mainly with his defense. He could pair up with Jaden McDaniels, Rudy Gobert, and they can kind of lock down the perimeter. Anthony Edwards as well. But I think they're going to miss him. They've already missed Nikhil all season long. They're going to miss him really, really bad in the playoffs, in my opinion. So, I mean, shit, if the Lakers played Minnesota in the first round, I think I could see Minnesota winning in 7 games. But if I had to bet money, I'd bet my money on the Lakers in that matchup. Luka Doncic, this past month, I showed y'all he's been averaging like 36 points per game this past month. He's in he's like in 2019 Kawhi Leonard mode, I feel like. I want to see him go in the playoffs and say, man, fuck it. The team around me is pretty good. kind of like the Raptors, but not that great, I guess. I'm going to go out. I'm going to shoot fucking 30 shots every single game, and we're kind of going to go as far as Luka takes us for the Lakers. The main thing, again, I don't think they can beat San Antonio or OKC. I'm a Spurs fan. I've already told y'all that. Probably in January or so, before the Lakers got hot, I was thinking, I'll take the Lakers. I'll take Houston in the first round, second round. I don't really care. I'll take the Rockets or the Lakers. They were just interchangeable for me at that point in like January. Now at this point, with how Los Angeles is playing, still think the Spurs would beat them, but I'd much rather see the Rockets than the Lakers. The Rockets really have no one that scares me. Kevin Durant's really good, but the Rockets, they're just like a car crash waiting to happen in the playoffs, to be honest. Offense, their defense is still pretty good. Their offense is really missing Fred VanVleet really badly. He's not some amazing offensive player, but just having a point guard out there, they can dump the ball down to Şengün, give Kevin Durant the ball when he should get the ball, give it to Amen Thompson when Amen Thompson should have the ball. They're trying to run Amen Thompson as the point guard. He's okay at it. He's an amazing player, but Houston, it's just not. They just don't have what it takes to beat OKC or San Antonio or the Lakers, in my opinion. My main thing, my main thing for LA, everyone talks about it. It's just their defense. LeBron James, Austin Reeves, and Luka Doncic. They're three traffic cones out there, guys. I mean, they can't guard for shit. Luka's been making a much better effort defensively. He's actually been trying in the Lakers win streak these past 1 or 2 months. He's been making an effort defensively, and that's more than what he was doing earlier, because early in the season he just wouldn't really try at all defensively. He was really bad off-ball defender. He's not a horrible on-ball defender when he's locked in, but he's bad at that as well. So that'd be the main thing with the Lakers. Luka's amazing. Austin Reeves is really, really good. LeBron James is fucking 56 years old, but he's still LeBron James. He he took his vitamins. We'll just say he took his vitamins and he looks like he's ready for the playoffs. I don't know what vitamins he took, but he looks like a more youthful version of himself going into the playoffs. So, if they play San Antonio, just with De'Aaron Fox, Stephon Castle, and Dylan Harper, I mean, Vassell, Keldon Johnson, Wemby plays on the perimeter a bit as well. I just don't think Los Angeles has what it takes defensively to guard the perimeter against a team like San Antonio or OKC. But outside of the Spurs and OKC, and I think the Lakers can beat pretty much any of these other teams in a playoff series. I was gonna say outside of Denver, but Denver hasn't looked great lately either. Everybody's been in and out of their lineup with injuries, and I mean, I'd give the Lakers a legit chance against Denver as well. I haven't even mentioned DeAndre Ayton. DeAndre Ayton, I haven't seen a large sample size of him in the playoffs, but he's a really low effort, low energy player. We knew that when the Lakers got him. He's been that pretty much all season long. Maybe it's just his face, because he'll give you like 15 points and 10 rebounds on pretty solid shooting. He doesn't look like he's trying very hard, but then at the end of the game, he gives you good production. But DeAndre Ayton, he's a really bad defender as well. And I just think with the Lakers, nobody's worried about their offense. They're amazing offensively, especially with Luka running things. The defense for the Lakers is the main thing that people are worried about. I can see them coming out of the first round, but if they meet up against OKC or San Antonio in the second round, I think they go down in probably 6 games. I'd say they lose to the Spurs or OKC in 6 games. They can maybe stretch it out to 7 games. But with that being said, again, I'm a Spurs fan. The teams I fear the most, I fear Oklahoma City number one. We've had their number all season, but they still get my respect. They're my most feared team. Um, it'd be like a toss up. It'd be Denver and the Lakers. I mean, I'm probably just as scared of the Lakers as I am of Denver. So I mean, OKC, they're the number one team I'd like to not see if we can get around them. But I mean, after OKC, speaking as a Spurs fan, the Lakers and Denver, they both equally scare me at this point. Lakers defense is ass, like I was saying earlier, but Luka's just such an amazing player. and his play style really translates to the playoffs, especially with the way he can slow things down in the half court. He can really control tempo throughout a playoff series. So, I mean, yeah, man, I really don't want to see the Lakers in the playoffs as a Spurs fan. I think it's OKC and San Antonio. They're in a tier above everyone else. Then you kind of have the Lakers and the Nuggets, and they're kind of in that tier right below. I guess you can throw the Timberwolves in there if you want to, but I think it's the Lakers, the Nuggets in their own little tier in the middle, then the Spurs and the Thunder at that top tier. Please like and subscribe, though. I'm trying to hit 7 million subscribers. Let me know what you think about the Lakers. They've been amazing lately. Let me know if you think they could give the Spurs, the Thunder, a good series because, again, I don't think they could beat either one of those teams. Once LeBron James is off the books and they have $50 million to pay some role players with, then I think the Lakers will be even better when they can fill some of those holes defensively. But right now, they'd need just a historic performance from Luka Doncic to be able to get past the Spurs or the Thunder. And it's possible he could just put on some all-time great performance. We'll have to see once the playoffs get started. Please like the video, hate the video, do something to it. We'll see y'all next time. Peace out.